This is the Lenovo Y700, launched back in March, and even after 5 years since the original model debuted, it's still one of the longest-running Android tablet series available today. On the other side, we have OPPO stepping into the compact tablet space for the very first time. Even though the OPPO Pad Mini targets a slightly different audience, I spent a good amount of time using both devices, and if you're thinking about picking up a small Android tablet, this comparison should make your decision a lot easier.
A quick shout to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our exciting tech content.
Starting with the design and in-hand feel, the Lenovo Y700 measures 7.79 millimeters thick and weighs 350 grams, while the OPPO Pad Mini comes in much slimmer at 5.39 millimeters and only 279 grams. That difference might not sound huge on paper, but once you hold them, the lighter weight of the OPPO is immediately noticeable. Both tablets keep things minimal with clean aluminum unibody designs on the back, but they give off completely different vibes. The Y700, especially with its extra light ring detail, clearly leans toward a gaming-style aesthetic, while the purple finish on the OPPO feels cleaner and more refreshing. The rounded edges on both also make them really comfortable to hold for longer sessions. Even though both tablets use an 8.8-inch display, the panels themselves are very different. The OLED screen delivers much higher brightness, while the LCD panel focuses more on faster touch response and ultra-low latency. The Pad Mini version I tested is the Soft Light Edition, which does a great job resisting fingerprints, and the light sapphire color is definitely easier on the eyes. That said, in terms of pure sharpness and detail, it still can't quite match the Y700's 3K display. Looking at the same sample video side by side, you can clearly notice differences in black levels, contrast, and even the screen proportions. One thing that really deserves praise on the Pad Mini is the bezel design. At just 2.99 millimeters, the borders are incredibly well controlled. Even if you ignore the slightly thicker side designed to reduce accidental touches, it still looks more refined than the Y700. Now, specs don't really tell the whole story when it comes to software ecosystems, but in daily use, the difference is massive. ColorOS is already known for being smooth, but if you already own an OPPO phone, the experience becomes seriously impressive. This is where the ecosystem really shines. Screenshots taken on your phone can instantly sync over to the tablet, documents transfer seamlessly, your phone's network can be shared automatically, and even notifications work across both devices. The split-screen experience is also extremely polished. None of these features are exactly brand new, but having them on a smaller, more portable tablet makes them feel even more useful in real life. Lenovo's software experience, honestly, doesn't feel quite as polished. Their smartphone business has definitely been improving recently, but compared to OPPO, the ecosystem still isn't on the same level, and that integration gap becomes pretty obvious. But when it comes to hardware, that's where the Legion series fights back hard. You're getting one of the most powerful chipsets available, excellent cooling performance, and one of my favorite features, the dual charging ports. Whether you're charging while gaming or connecting other accessories, it's just incredibly practical. The tablet also supports external device expansion, which adds even more flexibility. And thanks to the built-in dual X-axis linear motors, gaming feels more immersive with stronger, more responsive haptic feedback.
Another big advantage here is the SD card expansion, which feels even more important now that storage upgrades are getting so expensive. With the Y700, you can push things all the way up to a massive 12 gigabytes of RAM and 2.5 terabytes of storage, which really helps it stand out in its own category. Lenovo has also packed the tablet with plenty of gaming-focused optimizations and AI features, and once you combine that with the high frame rate support, the hardware is fully unleashed. The result is incredibly stable performance and smooth gameplay, even during long gaming sessions on demanding mobile titles. As for the OPPO Pad Mini, I honestly think it shines as an e-reading device. It even includes 2 dedicated reading modes, including a low-saturation pastel-style mode that makes digital text look surprisingly close to real paper. Thanks to the 3:2 aspect ratio, reading comics on this thing feels especially enjoyable. The OPPO Pencil 3 Pro is also a nice addition. Even with the tablet's compact size, the stylus still attaches magnetically without any issue, and when paired with the official leather case, the whole setup almost resembles a tiny laptop. One of my friends is especially into the AI-powered design features, even though visually they don't look dramatically different. So in the end, it really comes down to what kind of user you are. If you're a serious mobile gamer who wants the highest possible frame rates, strong cooling performance, and better gaming controls, or maybe you want a compact tablet that can even double as a handheld gaming device, then the 5th generation Legion Y700 is still one of the strongest performance-focused Android tablets you can buy right now. It's an easy recommendation. On the other hand, if you're a student, someone commuting daily, or a light office user or creator who mainly watches videos, takes notes, reads documents, and occasionally plays anything from casual to heavier games, while also caring about portability, lightweight design, and a comfortable writing experience, then the OPPO Pad Mini could genuinely surprise you. And if you're already using devices within the OPPO ecosystem, the experience becomes even better as a compact all-rounder tablet. Personally, I'm really happy to see more brands stepping into the tablet market. In the beginning, it felt like only Apple and Lenovo were seriously competing here, but now companies like OPPO, Xiaomi, Huawei, and HarmonyOS devices are all joining the race. More competition means more choices for users, and that's always a good thing. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully this comparison helped make your buying decision a little easier. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!